Hi, my name is Jeanette Chusto, and this is my drawing one midterm review. There are 5 drawings I chose. For my line drawing, I chose my organizational line drawing. There were 3 objects in this picture. I was able to show depth and shadows. It was translucent container. For my folded paper drawing, I chose my homework paper assignment. I used origami bunny, box, and a frog. The frog was made from a folded dollar. I chose my stippling assignment, class assignment. This was a wig form and a mannequin set up in the classroom. I chose a drapery drawing I did with charcoal in the classroom. It was fabric draped on the wall. I liked the way this fabric was draped on the wall, and I liked working with charcoal, but charcoal is messy. For my choice of drawing, I chose my junk drawer assignment. I used 2 speakers, 2 headphone cases, an audio wire, and a broken USB cable. What have I learned this semester so far, and how has it affected my drawing? I learned many new techniques this semester, and it had made me a better drawer. I learned about stippling, cross-hatching, and shading, and it has taught me to make my drawing more interesting, like abstract and cartoons. My least favorite is real life pictures. What I have learned so far will help me make my real life pictures better. Which piece is the most successful? I think my junk drawing is most successful because I used many techniques. I learned when I did this assignment. It took me a long time to do this drawing. I used shading, cross-hatching, a little bit of stippling, and don't pick up your pencil technique for the cord. Which piece are you most unsure about? I'm most unsure about my folded paper assignment. I think some of my shading is maybe too dark, and it is hard to see details in the folded bunny and frog. I may have picked a hard, complex folded paper item. Which piece surprised you the most in the drawing process? Why? The stippling picture surprised me the most because it took time to do. Time to do is it time consuming? I'm also surprised that you can draw a picture just with dots. You can show detail and shading depending on how close or far apart you make the dots. If you had more time how would you continue to push one of these pieces to get it to a further state of resolution? If I had more time, I would work on the stippling picture. I would add more dot detail and shading. That picture would be more detailed. I would fix some of the dots. Some of the dots look more like lines. How can your success in utilize them in the future work? In the future, I can combine the techniques to create more details. I have more knowledge about drawing, and this can help me draw more realistic pictures. Now I have different options on what I can use. This will help me make my drawings more interesting.